The first day of a preliminary hearing on whether Dr. Conrad Murray will stand trial for manslaughter of Michael Jackson, who had a heart attack due to propofol and lorazepam in his system. The drugs had allegedly been injected by Murray, but the hearing is trying to get to the bottom of who may be at fault for the pop singer's death. The difference could be the difference between manslaughter, negligent homicide, and some other charge not yet considered. Pax Prentiss, manager of the Passages Malibu Drug and Alcohol Treatment Center, had overcome his own personal demons before treating some of the biggest stars on the planet, as well as normal people who can afford Passages' pricey treatment plans. We asked Pax about who he feels is essentially at fault with Jackson's death.
Well, I think the doctor was behaving in an inappropriate fashion. He obviously prescribed Michael too much medication. In saying that, though, Michael is also responsible for himself, and he did have a drug problem. But I do think that the doctor is to blame if you look at the whole picture, because if you are prescribing medication to a drug addict and he dies, that has to raise some questions. Dr. Murray injected him with propofol, which killed him. To me, he is absolutely to blame. He gave him too much of a drug and killed him. And I believe the reason he gave him too much of that drug is because Michael Jackson was paying large sums of money to the doctor for drugs.
We also asked him how he would have treated Jackson's plight.
Yeah, Michael is very similar to a lot of the clients that we treat at Passages Malibu. He was addicted to medication. He had underlying problems in his life which were driving him to use the medications which needed to be healed. And what we do at Passages Malibu is we focus on healing the underlying problems, which is how we get our clients clean and sober. And so Michael needed professional care. He needed therapy. And what he was receiving instead of therapy was drugs. And so the doctor, once again, the doctor was really to blame because he should have had Michael in a treatment center. Michael was in no shape to do those shows. When I watched the pre-footage of the training for the performances, he was very frail, and I could see that he was on his last leg. And so he needed to be in treatment for several months because this drug problem has been long-standing. He's had it for many years, and he was really close. You could see that he was really close to death. So in my opinion, he should not have done the shows. He should have been in long-term treatment.
Rehab at the multi-million-dollar treatment center probably would have sufficed for Jackson's tastes, but at the time his estate was already in hefty arrears and debt.